How do you reconcile the continuous pursuit of what's next with the incremental steps necessary to get there?
I was in California for 5 years before I went to Berkeley, and I went to Berkeley and I asked them, how do I get in here? And they said, go teach,
Yeah.
go be a teacher, go work in the classrooms, and then when you have some experience, then apply. And that's what I did. And then when I was at Berkeley, I wasn't really sure what the next step was in terms of where my career might be heading. I talked to people. I mean, the job I have right now, I didn't apply for, but 2.5 years before I applied for it, I sat down with my boss, my current boss, and said, what's it like to work here? And, what do you think about, what I'm doing now at school and how it's going to prepare me for the job? So I think a lot of it is I do look to the future and try to kind of map out my path ahead of time. But I do that by talking to other people, which is why, something like capture your flag is ideal because because you don't always get a chance to talk to the right people.
Right.
You don't know who's in your field, but you could talk to your friends and see if they have aunts and uncles who are in the field of assessment, or for me, I was like, well, who's in this field? What are even the possibilities for working? I mean, I could go work for a testing company, so I went and did an internship at a testing company. I could go work for an educational research company, so I went and did an internship at an educational research company. So kind of between trying to gain practical experience and talking to people and seeing what it's like, I kind of just make decisions that way.